Arguably the biggest question, I think, for Nebraska's defense right now remains outside linebacker, as you return a couple of guys that are arguably starters in Caleb Tannor and JoJo Domann, then Garrett Nelson, who received a black shirt last year as well. So you've got three black shirt type guys back, but the production has to get much better top to bottom. I mean, this is a position group that really is only combined for about 5 to 6 sacks per season and about 20 tackles for loss per season the last 2 years under Eric Shenander. They need to get more production, more big plays out of this group. I know Domann, they want to challenge him to play with in the system more, be more of a vocal guy on the field as far as making calls and checks and reads. He's got great instincts. They want Domann to take that next step. Caleb Tannor, another guy. He's really somewhat underachieved the last 2 years. He's now a junior. They need a big year out of Caleb Tannor. And I know Mike Dawson and him really had a heart-to-heart. Dawson challenged him to have a better year. Garrett Nelson, well on his way, the freshman or sophomore now out of Scottsbluff. They're really, really high on what he brings to the table. Then it's some other things to watch. Javin Wright, a former defensive back, is now playing outside linebacker. He's 6'3", about 205. They think he can play at 220, 225 if this is a long-term fit. Look for a guy like Wright to play the same side as JoJo Domann, because they just don't have that hybrid player to go behind Domann. And I think that is one of the concerns with outside linebacker. Jamin Graham, coming out of his redshirt year, look for him to get a lot of opportunities to show what he can do as well. I know that's a guy they're high on. Damian Jackson, the former Navy SEAL. He's an outside linebacker now again. He moved from defensive end. That's another guy they've worked hard at. There's even some chatter that Jackson Hanna could play some OLB. But Blaze Gunnerson, the newcomer, he came out of Iowa, a 4-star type kid. Will he be able to make an impact, or the hip injury that he had in high school, will that cause him to probably take a red shirt? Jamari Butler out of Tennessee, he's a very, very high profile guy coming in, had a outstanding senior season of high school. I know they're really excited about what a guy like Jamari Butler is going to bring to the table as a pass rusher. Then Nico Cooper, a junior college player, he's another name to watch when they get to campus. So kind of like the receiver position and the running back position, there's guys that are here now, but this story at the outside linebacker position could very much change if a guy like Butler, if a guy like Cooper, if a guy like Gunnerson can come in, or even Javin Wright, if he can make an impact. But the bottom line is they need to find more depth and more production out of this outside linebacker position in 2020. And that's a breakdown here of outside linebacker. For HuskerOnline.com, I'm Sean Callahan.